You got into this business right around COVID time, which was had to have been crazy.
Yeah, I think I started probably in the worst time you could probably start a company like this. Yeah. And I say that with a little bit of humor to it because I also think it's one of the reasons we're doing fairly well because, the team is kind of baptized by fire, right? We jumped into it at the wrong time and, had to really figure things out, and we didn't really jump into it at a slow pace. So, yeah, it was right around COVID time.
Yeah, because I remember you got your first deal right around 2020. How long were you on the phones for before you got your first? I know you said you were on the phones for every day for a year before you got your first deal. Something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Should point all my scars. So that's probably actually, the first, I want to say 12, 13 months, we were pounding the phones daily. So call it 5-6 days a week. And, just could not close our first sale.
Yeah.
It was very discouraging. It
had to have been a year's a long time.
There was more than one time, man, throughout that first year where I definitely questioned what I was doing. Is this the right thing? Am I wasting my time? We even had a couple deals locked up in contract and flew out to look at them and, decided that they weren't a fit and walked away from them. I mean, there was, multiple letdowns throughout that year.
Yeah.
But, at the same time, hopefully, for anybody who's watching, I think that would hopefully be a piece of inspiration where, if you're struggling a little bit, it's been a couple months.
Nothing worthwhile comes easy, right?
That is absolutely true.
Yeah.
Right? If it's that easy, everybody would do it.
And real quick, I just touch on this real quick. You got into this it reminds me of the Wolf of Wall Street scene where they're sitting at the diner and he's like, show me a check and I'll quit my job right now. And so you were doing mortgages at the time and then you see someone's.
Yeah. So what actually got me excited or interested, I think, in the space was I did a loan for somebody, and I owned a mortgage company back then.
Very successful mortgage company.
But I mean, it had its ebbs and flows, right? There were some years that were great, some years that weren't. But, I did a loan for somebody who at the time was making considerably more than I was. I think the number was maybe $3.5-4 million or something a year, but he was paying 20 grand in taxes or something like that.
Yeah.
And, obviously we analyzed the tax returns and we're doing loans and stuff. And I went through it and it was a kind of an aha moment of holy cow, there's obviously a side of the coin that I'm not aware of. Right. So that's kind of what piqued the interest, I think, to kind of start diving into this.
Got you. That's amazing. That's really interesting. Mm-hmm. And so can you tell me a little bit about the basics of what you do? What is how did you get started? What are the basics of what you do?
Yeah. So we are a multifamily / called student housing investor group. Right. Mm-hmm. So we'll purchase, let's say, a multifamily project in any, we're in a handful of states now. We've recently kind of migrated a little bit more, focused on more on the college markets.
Yep.
We've actually kind of honed in a little bit more on SEC colleges. I'm in Michigan and probably get a lot of hate for
Alabama and Ole Miss, great colleges.
Alabama, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Georgia, not Statesboro, Georgia, but we're in probably half a dozen different markets.
So any college football powerhouse, you are right there.
Yeah, I mean, we love great athletic programs, man, and we like strong schools. We love great markets. We love healthy tuitions where parents are, not hesitant about buying called a $300,000 condo for, their son or daughter.
Great alumni, obviously. Yeah, historic alumni.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Got you.